God, we thank you for the fun of this day and the beauty of this day and the joy of spending dinner with our 250 closest friends. And we ask that you would bless this food and the conversation around our tables. Continue to celebrate and tell as many Rob and Lauren stories as possible. Thank you for being present in this place. Amen.
All right. First things first. I would like to welcome everybody. Our friends, our family, a lot of whom who put a lot of miles on to come to this wedding. Thank you for attending. I'm sorry, I'm just so nervous I got to read it. Not only that, our new family, the Dione Gardner family. Rob's parents, Julie and Mark, their son, Kurt's wife, Justine, and their grandchild, Aaron. Thank you for attending. And the whole Dione Gardner family. Dione? Thank you for coming, because many of them traveled several hours to get here. So, thank you all for attending. And then there's Rob. It's been a real emotional day. Hey, Pete, look. There is tears on the tape. Last week we were at my niece's wedding, and Pete told that joke, so I said, can I take that joke from you? It didn't work so well. So. All right. When Laura was born, she was my bundle of joy. She liked it when I carried her like a football. Just to tuck her in, carry her head right here. It was a nice little. It was our little bonding time. Sometimes it was the only way to settle her down for the night. So when she was in elementary school, she clung to me, like little girls do to her father. In the teen years, she pushed me away. And in college years, she tolerated me. But that's all part of growing up. Rob and Lauren started dating at the end of sophomore year, Lauren's sophomore year at ISU, and Rob was a senior. Rob stayed for the summer at ISU to go to summer school, and he interned at Caterpillar, which he ended up getting a career out of, while Lauren came home and worked at summer camp. Well, he graduated from ISU a year later with his master's degree, got a job working at Caterpillar at the plant in Pontiac, Illinois. Lauren spent her senior year, I kind of skipped her junior year. Lauren spent her senior year student teaching at a school district in Springfield, Illinois. So, Lauren graduated 2 years into the relationship. She moved home, started teaching kindergarten in Buffalo Grove, Illinois, while Rob stayed in Bloomington, working in Pontiac. This went on for 3 more years. And I remember one snowy night in March, Rob called and asked if he could stop by. He wanted to ask my permission to marry my daughter. What a gentleman. I mean, he's a CPA accountant. He's got a job. So, now, it's 15 months later. Here we are. Everybody can hear me okay? Because I keep moving around. Louder? Sorry. So here we are, 15 months later, and Rob has got a new job. He's working at Walgreens, 10 minutes away from Lauren's school. Woo! They still live in Romeoville temporarily, but they are buying a house in Palatine. Things are going really well for Rob and Lauren right now. Well, Rob and Lauren survived the test of time and distance to build a good relationship, good foundation for the relationship. So now, Rob has become the son I've never had.
Yay!
So, well, I loved her first. Now it's your turn. Now for the toast. We're going to do an Irish toast. Is that all right, Murph? Yeah. All right. Everybody raise your glasses. To Rob and Lauren. May God be with you and bless you. May God see your children. May you see your children's children. May you be poor in misfortunes and rich in blessings. May you know nothing but happiness from this day forward. To Rob and Lauren. We love you.
Let's give Mike a big round of applause.
We just wanted the two of us to say thank you. Obviously, follow up with what Mike said. It's been an unbelievable day so far, and really the fun's just beginning. So we really want to give a special thank you to both our sets of parents. Today wouldn't happen without you guys, so thank you from both of us.
We also really want to thank our officiants, both James and Jenny, if you could wave. James is from Kingswood, and he is an incredible person. We met with him a lot for our premarital counseling, which was great to get some insight for him. But he also gives so much friendship within, and also it provides us with a lot of laughter as well. Jenny, as you heard from her message, has known us since the beginning of our relationship, which we really cherish so much. So not only is she our pastor, providing us with theological thought, pastoral care, faith strengthening, but she also always has a laugh and a good joke and likes to make fun of us a lot. So we appreciate her. Thank you, Jenny.
All right, now the fun part. Obviously, these people up here with us today are some of the most important people in our lives. Sorry. So we wanted to take a minute and just introduce them, say how we met, and why they're here today. So I'm going to start off with the three ushers. Where are you guys at? Stand up. You got to stay standing the whole time. Stand up. Like Mike said, I lived in Bloomington for 3 years after college. I met all three of these guys at ISU. After ISU, these guys all stayed in Bloomington. So most of my free time was spent playing softball, doing whatever with these guys. I actually lived with two of them for a couple of years. We even tried to start our own business. Unfortunately, even with our help from our main customer, Tori, Brian Ayer and I's business failed miserably financially. We had a lot of fun doing it, but eventually we had to shut down our basement bar. So thank you guys for being here today. I really appreciate it.
For me, the first, I'm kind of going in order and in reverse order of how I met them. So Hillary, stand up. Okay. Hillary's someone I met through friends, again, at college. And what really stuck us together is that we love laughing together. We both have a really good sense of mutual care for others, which we kind of bond over. And we had many extensive talks about love, life, and everything else in between. So thank you, Hillary, for being here today. We love you.
John Seeley, please stand up. He's got one fan. I met John through a couple other guys that are up here with us today. Probably sophomore year of college. Ever since then, we've really bonded over playing golf, watching sports, and Fireball whiskey. John currently lives in Chicago, so I get to see him quite a bit, which is awesome. So, John, thanks for being here today.
Next up for me is Brittany, if she could stand. If you can tell, Rob's really funny on the spot, which is great. I have to have notes. I'm a teacher, but I, again, have to have notes. Brittany is, again, someone I met in college, ISU, freshman year, and we ended up living together sophomore year. But she is someone who has such a spice for life and can get really any party started. She has constant humor, which include a lot of puns, and she is so willing to listen to any sort of conversation that gets deeper and deeper and really strengthens friendships. But what really bonded us together was our mutual love for the sound of music.
next is Robbie Kimmy. He's got 2 fans. I met Robbie my sophomore year. He was actually my random roommate. I honestly know Robbie because when I was picking my roommate, I had a list of 5 names. And I thought Robert was a pretty nice name, so I went with that. Obviously, it worked out all right. We lived again senior year, I think it was, together. And now we're actually co-workers and hopefully soon to be neighbors. So, Robbie, thanks for being here.
Nope. Morgan. You can stand. So Morgan, my freshman year, sort of became my 3rd roommate. I didn't sign up for that, just so we know. But she was this girl who would come in our room and was kind of goofy, and she talked a lot about science, like to the point where we're like, I don't know what you're saying. But overall, the thing about Morgan is she has the hugest heart, and she really is up for any sort of spontaneous, crazy idea you might have, and will put it into motion. So that's what I love about Morgan. Thank you, Morgan, for being a part of our day. Love you.
Colin, stand up. Doesn't count. You guys walk down the aisle together. I met Colin freshman year. Along with having multiple similar interests, Colin was one of my only good friends that we had the same major. Lucky for me, he was a year older, so he had already taken all the classes. Therefore, I never had to have an academic advisor or rate my professor. So he helped me out a lot too. I appreciate it. Colin now currently lives in Fort Worth, Texas. His wife is here. I really appreciate you guys making the trip up here and being here today. So thank you.
Stephanie was my official random roommate freshman year, and going to ISU I was a little sad. I was a little nervous. I was like, I don't want to go to a party school. Well, that kind of changed. And I walked in my room, and she was this happy, optimistic, super positive chick who I was like, wow. And she really reassured me. She kind of draws people in who she makes her friends, which is kind of awesome. And I love her so much, and I'm so happy to have a lifelong friend. Thanks, Steph.
Next up is Tony. Yeah, look at that guy. Can you put your hat on?
Put your hat on!
It's hard to do this introduction. You guys who know Hav and Tony, it's hard to do the introduction without the both of them, but I'll try. I met Tony my first day at college. He was living with Hav. They were living right next to us. We met, was a little awkward at first, started talking, and an hour later, my roommate, myself, and the 2 of them were dancing, the 4 of us in our dorm room. So, ever since then, we've lived together. Tony shipped out to the Peace Corps for 3 years. We still remained really good friends. He currently lives in Baltimore, so again, traveled a long way. Really appreciate it. So, Tony, thanks for being here.
Did you catch that Padron reference? Hey, whaling people, Marta. I met Marta in high school, and we met we were discussing today where we actually met, but we were thinking high school choir / Pat Doyle's class, the best English teacher ever. But he was great. Okay, but back to Marta. Marta, I'm so sorry. Marta, we started bonding. We kind of decided to just walk. We were going to be like power walkers. So we'd walk through neighborhoods. We'd share stories. It was pretty cute. And then college came along, and I was like, I'm going to ACU. I am too. Yes. Because going back to before, I was nervous. Okay, I was sweating, really. And Marta really made me feel comfortable there. I knew I had a friend. We wanted to live together, at the beginning, but it didn't work out. She's an honor student. I am not. It's fine. I have a job. But Marta, I lived together later in the year, and she really is not only my calligrapher, she's my personal shopper. She's my wedding planner and my therapist. There's really no one else I could call or text at 11 p.m. and ask about what should I do for this program font. I'm just confused. Can you write everything for me? So thank you, Marta, for being the best friend.
Javier? Wow. like I said, I met Hav and Tony the first day of college. Similar stories, they really kind of one. I lived with Hav in Peoria when I was interning with Kat for 3 or 4 months. At the time, we had Johnny C, but we didn't really have many other friends. But you know, we always had a great time. Hav, again, he's from out of town. He's from Dallas, so really appreciate you making the trip up here.
Rebecca. Next is my dear friend Becky, who I have known, we met in 5th grade choir. We had like a matching of the schools, again, super cool. And then we met and bonded over 6th grade robotics. Yeah, we're nerdy, we're not afraid of it, okay? It's something we embrace. But Becky is someone who keeps it real. Any conversation you have, she will give you exactly what's on her mind, and that's what I appreciate about her. She's incredibly witty, but overall she exemplifies a true friend. Even if you call her one night and you talk for 5 hours on the phone and you're literally going to see her the next day. I don't know what the point of it was, but I love you. Thanks for being a part of our day.
Next is Eric Bosman. I met Eric in 2nd grade, and ever since then we played sports, went to school together. We spent a lot of time at each other's homes. His parents are here tonight somewhere, I don't know where. Thanks for all the rides, and his dad coached our baseball team a couple times, so thanks for everything. Currently, Boz lives only 15 minutes from us, so the last 9 or 10 months that we've been living there, it's been great being able to see Boz again on a somewhat regular basis. So, Boz, thanks for being here.
Danielle. So Danielle is someone I've known since birth. She's 2 years younger than me. She's my younger cousin. One summer I lived with her. Danielle's an only child. Usually I say she doesn't hold those only child stereotypes, but I moved in and rocked her world. And she, I think, threw a fit at me one night and ran away, meaning down the block to a willow tree, and hid for a while. Like, yeah. So, sorry, I had to share it. Okay. But overall, we have grown over the years. She is fierce. She's hilarious, so chat with her later. She'll give you some good stand-up. She lightens up any family party. And best of all, she's not only my cousin, but a true friend and sister to me. I love her.
Next up is Travis Kirk. We found him last night at the hotel bar and decided to invite him to the party today. I've known Travis since 1st grade, so about 21 years now, I think. Growing up, we lived 2 blocks apart. We'd cut through people's yards to each other's houses. We spent a lot of time together in the summer. We had heated rivalries between Travis, myself, and then my brother and his older brother. Throughout college, we remained really close. I think we talked about every day. ISU people can vouch that the weekends he'd come down were usually pretty fun. I really appreciate your friendship. It's been a lot of fun over the last 21 years. Couldn't imagine today without you, so appreciate you being here.
And finally, it's Kelsey on my side. Kelsey is my younger sister. She is, we've been living in the same house. We lived there for about 18 years, and then we were in and out after college. We argued a lot as kids. We got into fights, I had to toughen her up somehow. But over the years, we grew closer and closer. Kelsey and I, if you know us, we are night and day. I mean, like, I'm in a white dress, she's in a dark dress. Like, that's not night and day personalities. But overall, Kelsey is an incredible person. She's so passionate about everything she does and everyone she connects with, and she's such a creative young woman, and I can't wait to see where you go with your life. I love
Next up is Curtis. This is my older brother. He's 3 years older than me. He graduated college 1 year before me somehow. Sorry, Mom. Curtis got married 3 years ago, and I gave a toast. And I think I used up all my nice things I had to say about him then. Growing up with Curtis was interesting. We fought a lot. We never really... We got over it pretty quick. There was never anything serious. As we've gotten older, we've grown a lot closer. Become really good friends. He's gotten married now, has a son. I don't know. They're not here right now. Oh, they're over there. Really someone to look up to and a role model, and I really appreciate your friendship and being a good brother. So thanks for being here.
Y'all can continue eating, but I'll just go ahead and talk over you. Introduce self. Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Kelsey Shower. Okay, that was dumb. I'm Lauren's sister, if you did not hear just now. Thank you. I'm sorry, but it's an accomplishment. It really is. Thanks, cuz. All right. First of all, I want to thank everybody who helped this wedding come together. All the professionals, you guys just really, you rock. And we, our friends and our family who helped make this occasion come together, as well as, everybody we hired. you guys, I mean, it wouldn't have come together without you. So, as, naturally, thanks, Uncle Marty. As being me, I naturally couldn't think about, what to say. I was like, oh my God, this has to be perfect. But at the same time, I can't go on forever. Like I'm doing right now, okay. Like I'm doing right now. I get really worried about that. But I thought, okay, definitely, I thought I have to start with this story about, one of my first huge impressions of Rob. This was, a story about the first time I knew that Rob was the one for me. So to preface this, I will say, growing up with Lauren was honestly the most enormous blessing. It really was. No, I'm being serious. I'm not being sarcastic. She built just this incredible foundation for me. She knows exactly what I need before I need it. She is the most giving person I know. I get the most amazing Christmas and birthday gifts from her because she just knows exactly what I need. As well as, both she and Rob invest so much in giving to charity, and that's just such an amazing part of their relationship. She honestly practically organizes my entire life. She finds this really weird joy in helping me clean my room, which I've never understood but have always appreciated. In that sense, I'm pretty sure she's kept me alive all these 23 years. I honestly think if any other person was my sister, I would be a mess and I would not be this semi-put together person. And the biggest thing about her is that she would, hands down, in any situation, defend and protect me under any circumstance. And she's always been there for me, no matter what. And she's the most amazing big sister ever. But with these blessings, I think comes the fine print that I think my parents and I never read. I'm just kidding. But most of you, once you get to know Lauren really well, you come to learn that she's a person who she knows how to take charge. She's #fierce. Growing up, I don't think either of my parents would deny that the person who wears the pants in the family is my sister. She loves to make decisions.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. She really does. Growing up, in the household, Lauren was the noble sheriff, and I was her faithful prisoner, deputy. I'm sorry. Sorry. Slip up. You know, and it took me a long time to realize how really deep this ran, how like normal I felt like it was. You know, like we'd be sitting down and watching TV, and I'd be like, well, Lauren is the oldest. She has the natural birthright to the remote. I mean, that's normal. Or, you know, like we'd be both standing at the bottom of the stairs, about ready to go somewhere with my parents, and, you know, she'd say, you know, I think it's honestly common courtesy. I think it'd be rude if I didn't run all the way upstairs and grab a pair of socks for her and run all the way back down, even though she was at the same distance from her room as I was. It's honestly, it'd be rude. It's kind of courtesy. You're welcome. I don't know why anybody would do otherwise. But, you know, really, I came to realize all this is, I'm going to say insanity. It was when Rob came along that everything changed. And I'll tell you a story about that. So my, quite a few years ago, within the first year that Lauren and Rob were dating, they came to visit me at my freshman year, during my freshman year at Augustana. You know where this is going. And so, you know, we're all just hanging out in my dorm. You know, I didn't know how to entertain anybody. And, you know, I offered them the 2 drinks that were in my mini fridge, either, you know, water from a Brita filter or a pack of Capri Sun. So, Capri Sun it was. We're all just hanging out, you know, having a good time. I'm sitting here at my desk. Lauren's, you know, lounging over there on my folded down futon, and Rob's, you know, standing against my bed somewhere in the middle. And so Lauren had, you know, she kind of, you know, got comfortable, and, you know, she put down her, sorry, I gotta hold to my face. Put down her, you know, Capri Sun, you know, right there, and just kind of got comfortable for a little bit, you know. About 10 minutes later, she goes, hey, Kels, can you hand me my Capri Sun? And I was like, oh, yeah, of course. Obviously, like that'd be so rude if I didn't. And then Rob sticks his hand in front of me and goes, whoa. What are you doing? And I was like, what? And he's like, are you seriously about to go 8 feet across the room and hand your sister a Capri Sun that is like 1.5 feet away from her? And I was like, yes? And he goes, Kelsey, sit down. Lauren gives me this look like, Kelsey, it's okay. It's just a Capri Sun. Hand me my Capri Sun. And I go, Rob's like, Kelsey, sit down. Lauren's like, Robert? Kelsey, it's honestly not that big of a deal. Just hand me a Capri Sun. And I'm literally like, oh my God. I have been living a lie my entire life. Robin's like, Kelsey, you don't have to do this. This is ridiculous. Lauren, pick up your own juice box. She goes, Robert! So anyway, I did pick up the juice box. And it was from that, you know, from that moment forward, this power kind of grew within me. And I learned something very important that day. That, you know, now that, you know, these two have come together, I not only have one role model / mentor, but I now have 2. And I don't know what I do without either of you guys, and I really think I honestly need one. I can't have one without the other, really. So I'd like to propose a toast to Rob and Lauren. To Rob and Lauren, two incredible people who I would be absolutely clueless without. To Rob and Lauren.
Trying to show us up? Trying to show us up?
Again, I would like to thank everyone who made today possible. It's been a great day so far and will continue to be a great day, so thank you to those who made it possible. Before we get started, Lauren, I would just like to say it is great to add another Dione to the family. So, as some of you know, Rob was the best man in my wedding, which was nearly 3 years ago. Rob mentioned that we fought a lot and everything was a competition. Well, Rob, it was probably a bad idea to give me the microphone last. We'll start when Rob was younger. Growing up, Rob had a major temper. He even earned the nickname Mad Dog. As kids, we would play the card game Uno. When Rob would lose, his usual reaction was to throw the cards that were in his hand across the room, which then, in turn, caused my parents to call the game off. We were done. Dad and I would do anything to get under Rob's skin and to get him riled up. To this day, I still think Rob holds the record for the number of ejections from a backyard wiffle ball game. While in high school, I cherished the memories we had together in sports. One that sticks out was the Dione to Dione pass completion we had on the football field my senior year during the inter-squad scrimmage. Boz, raise your hand. I also have to thank Eric Bosma for beating Rob in the accounting bowl so I could one-up him when it comes to accounting. He did not get first place. Coach Grimm, thanks for everything. When Rob was a senior in high school, he was debating on which university he would attend. One choice was where I attended, Illinois State University. As the fairy tale would show, he ended up choosing ISU. It really meant a lot to me that he would choose the same school I did. What I did not know at the time, however, was how great of friends we would become because he chose to attend ISU. After I graduated and had accepted a job an hour away, I didn't know how much time we would get to spend together. That's when Rob asked me to move into his apartment for the summer. It was a great summer, probably one of the best of my life. Mostly because we knew which day it was by the bar specials that were going on in town. Once I moved away, my Saturday afternoons usually included a phone call from Rob. And in that phone call, there was usually some BS reason for me to come to Normal to visit him. Halfway to milk days, quarter of the way to milk days, whatever it was. Generally involved milk days. It was during this school year that I had the pleasure of meeting Lauren for the first time. Finally, as the school year ended, and after asking Rob several times, to which I generally had a pretty good idea to the answer, he finally told me they were dating. As I have witnessed their relationship grow, I've noticed they complement each other very well. However, they do have one major difference. Lauren, you can sing beautifully, and while Rob, not so much. Lauren, I don't want Rob to tell you that he can never learn anything new. In a simple way, I would like to prove it to you.
No.
Stand up, Rob. Face the crowd. When I called Rob and I told him that Justine was pregnant, he said, "You know, that's great, but I don't know how to hold a baby." As you can see, he's learned something new. Lauren and Rob, you have been a really great aunt and uncle to Aaron, and I thank you very much for that. Rob, you are very caring, loving, and especially selfless, and you will make a great husband. I'm really glad Mom and Dad didn't follow my advice the day they brought you home from the hospital when I asked them, when is this baby going back to the hospital? That being said, I would like us to raise our glasses. To Rob and Lauren, may your lifetimes together be filled with happiness, laughter, and love. Cheers.
$1,000.